Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're live with Avi doing a coaching session. Avi, remind me, you said you were around the platinum level, is that right? Or have I lost my memory in 10 seconds?
Yeah, I'm plat 1.
Okay, perfect. Plat 1, so you just kind of went past the gold mark. So the big difference between gold and platinums is kind of a timing thing and just general game awareness, just improving that extra layer and kind of making sure a bit faster. So to get to diamond, I think it just needs another layer, just a little bit more speed to it, okay? So we're going to start off with a few kind of basic things here and have a few basic gunfights and kind of just test the way you're playing and challenging stuff. And then we're going to go through some drills and kind of talk about some game awareness, okay? So whenever you're ready, we can start by having some gunfights. And yeah, we'll just use Jackal versus Jackal. Ready?
Here, let me change.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had a Jackal. Did you have something else?
Yeah, I got a KSV.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, as soon as you spawn up, we're going to start with some gunfights. We're not going to use any equipment, just straight gun versus gun. If I kill you, just watch the kill cam for me, okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So right now I'm going through. I spot you around the corner. I'm going to shoulder it. Okay, I see exactly where he is. I'm going to go around here. So right now I'm going to go around. And again, I'm going to try and get a shot off. Now that he's one shot, I'm going to challenge him. So watch the kill cam for me. So what I would say right there, if I was going up against a silver or a gold, once I slid round, they're probably dead. The fact that you did that extra snaking was quite good. So you can see already just that small change could be a difference between a gold and a platinum. So let's go through that right there. Because for me, that was a little bit too easy to kind of get around and get that kill. So come around here. Just talk to me. What kind of went on in your head there? What was your thought process? Do you think you could have done anything better? What's kind of going on for you right there?
Yeah, I think I seen you go to table, so I probably could have like long slided a little bit to get over here instead of just trying to play this at low life.
Well, let's start with I actually don't think that's the best play either, because if you think about it, right, let's flip it. Could you stand here for me? So this is something as well really important. When we're kind of thinking about the gunfight, it's important to start from the start, because what you're thinking about is what you could have done from here, right? Where for me, you already lost the gunfight by this point, because no matter what you do from here, there's 3 things I could have done. Depending on what you do, I could have done something. For example, let's say I sit down. What could, right now I'm weak, okay? In this situation, I'm weak. If I go crouch, what could you have done? Well, me in that scenario. Push me, I'm dead. Okay, cool. Let's say I'm weak. Could you go back there? Just hit me twice. Cool, so I'm weak. I go this way. You probably kill me by the time I rotate, or you chase me, so I'm dead as well. So you snaking low-key wasn't the worst option. But for me, the fact that you were here weak was the issue. You see where I'm coming from? Like, the issue was actually getting to that spot. So let's go through it. For me, it's about this pressure here. Could you stand here for me? Now, I'm going to come through this area here. When I come around the corner, when you're anticipating, when you think I'm going to come around the corner, I want you to shoot me, okay? Okay, so right there, let's stop for a second. That is what we got to work on, that little anticipation and how we're shooting right there. So there's a few bullets going to the left, a little bit kind of wiggly here. So we've got to make sure that we're strafing here, we're centering, and we're getting ready for the gunfight. I'm going to challenge you from this side again, and I want to see if you can kill me. Now, before we proceed, okay, in every gunfight, in every situation, whenever you're like on a head glitch like this, there's a few things we have to make sure we're doing. What do you think they are? What's a few like steps we have to make sure we're doing here from your perspective?
Strafing.
Perfect. Strafing is the most important thing. Why? Because we're adding aim assist, okay? Strafing and centering. If you're strafing, but your aim is up here, it's not really valuable. You want to make sure your crosshair is around the entry. So if I'm standing here, your crosshair has to be on me, okay? The next thing is, honestly, bro, just making sure we hit that shot. We're just strafing. Don't even have to be crazy with the snake. Just strafe, be annoying. As soon as you see me, just get some shots off, okay? Let's try it again when you're ready. Try and kill me.
All right.
So do you see right there, I'm able to get that first shot on you? That's what we want to fix right there, okay? So what I'm able to do now is I'm able to kind of peek around the corner, shoot you, and back into cover. Did you kind of notice that from your perspective there? I didn't fully commit out. Now, why do you think I didn't fully commit out there? Do you think I was stupid, or what would you say? Like, why do you think I didn't fully commit out? So I went round, I got the shots, and I backed away. So from, like, me doing that, why would you think that was a good or bad play from your perspective? What would you kind of say?
Well, here you're at more of your body showing than my body over here.
Okay.
So technically, if you didn't hit me, you would be at a disadvantage if you kept pushing.
Okay. I think you're spot on. So all I'm doing is giving myself a heat check, right? Because, for example, this is what I would have done. If I missed, I still come back. Why? Because now I can analyze the situation. Like, could you just shoot me twice? Okay, so right now, if I'm one shot, do I do this? Never. Why? Because I'm one shot. But if I get you weak, so if I go through, and I get you weak, then I chow you, it's a smarter play. So all I'm doing is splitting the gunfight up. It's a very important tactic that I don't think people do enough. Now, some situations you're not going to be able to do it, okay? But if you can find yourself, for example, when I'm playing kitchen, if I'm where you are now, and somebody's pushing me through here, I try and split the gunfight. I try to like get them weak. If I know they're weak, then I push them. It's just about splitting the gunfight when you can, okay? And I think that's something we can work on. The next thing from you is I think you have to be a bit faster. I don't know if it's a reaction or what it is, but I'm coming around the corner and you're kind of letting me go round before you shoot me. I'm kind of having to wait here for an extra second. So I want you to be a bit faster with your decision there to shoot me, okay? Whenever you feel a bit of pressure, I want you to start shooting and start like giving me some pre-fire warnings a little bit, okay? Let's try it again. I'm gonna actually try and kill you through this left side, and I want to see a bit more pre-fire warnings from you. Okay, when you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
Good, let's stop for a second. That was way better. Did you notice a difference yourself or not really in your gameplay there? What did you do differently there? Because for me, that was night and day better. You weren't just standing in the open. You weren't just standing in the open waiting for me to camera you. You were kind of snaking, and when I reached out, you got those shots off and played more pressure. So did you find a difference there or not really in your own gameplay?
I actually looked at the map that time.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So what did you, just to help everyone at home, so what did you find from the map there? What was helpful there?
That I could see you kind of spin in that corner. And
okay,
like,
so you were more ready for that fight, right?
As I'm down, I'm looking at the map, and then as I poke back up,
yeah,
I'm able to like see exactly where you are, because the map, you know, being that I'm a triangle, I can like aim with the map kind of.
Okay, yeah, no, perfect.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, perfect. So again, sometimes you're not going to have the map to help you, right? Obviously now we are, but it's just about anticipation. If you see me shoulder and you know I'm coming back, I want you to do what you did there. But the point is, it took us 3 attempts to get there, right? I want you to now have that as your basis. What you did there, that should be your basis, okay?
All right.
Could you stand here for me? So now we're going to look this way. Now, same situation. I'm going to come through here and I'm going to try and kill you. You're allowed to leave your spot if you want. We're going to just have a fight with each other. After this drill, we're going to go through some more game awareness stuff and just have a conversation. But for now, we're going to really go through and test your mechanics here. So when you're ready, I'm going to come around the corner. We're going to try and kill each other, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Let's go. So right now, I'm shouldering. I'm going to go around. Just trick you. Good shots from you. Great shots from you. Okay, so right there. Let's split the gunfight into 2 sections. The first section was that, you know, head glitch to head glitch, that gunfight. The second section is the way you pushed me right there. Now show me exactly what you did in that situation. So you got me weak. How did you push me through the right head? Could you show me? Okay. So when you're going from this angle from here, let's slow it down. Let's walk together slowly, okay? You're going here. You should expect me to challenge you or come around the corner. So what you should be doing here is sliding, ready for a gunfight. Now, this is why it's important. When you're sliding around the corner, there's 2 things that could happen. Could you stand here for me? Just stand like right here, okay? Now, if I'm sliding around the corner, let's say I made you weak, I'm sliding around. What are the 2 things that you could do? One is you could push me. So right now, could you push me? Right, that. So you see, as you're pushing me, I make you weak, right? That's one. But you're already weak in this situation. So you're weak like that. So push me again. So I'm going to kill you. So right there, like what just happened is what you should have done. In that scenario, that should have been as simple as that. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah. I think it was too much. I was doing too much when I jumped.
Yeah? Okay, let's just go through the 2 options there. Now, I think you're right there. That may be just a little mechanical thing. That's fine. So in that situation, if someone's weak, okay, just back off. Perfect. If I make you weak and I know I'm going to push you, I can just push you expecting a challenge. I get the kill. Perfect. If they then reposition and I'm not expecting a kill, I close the gap and I just close the angle again. I go for a different angle. The point is you're closing the distance, expecting a gunfight because I have the health advantage. So right there, I just think a little play like that, you got to be a bit cleaner with. Right there, you see me go through, you got to be a little bit cleaner, just get the kill there, okay? Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. Because you had the advantage there. What you did there, though, is you got caught with your gun up. You got to make sure you don't have your gun up and you actually kind of like, you know, sliding towards me, being annoying, using Omni movement. Right there, slide towards me, get ready with your sentry. Let's try again when you're ready. 3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, let's go. Okay. So right there, what I realized was you weren't looking at the mini-map. You started pre-firing the right, pre-firing the left. It was a little bit more like you weren't really thinking of where I'm coming from based on the map. You kind of like, you started shooting the left here when I was around here. Okay. So then what happened is for me, I realized, look to the left for me, please. Look to your left. Right now, if you're looking to my left, so you look to your left. Right now, I see you look to the left, so I go through, and oh, empty shot for me. Once it's weak, what I do, I go here. And because you're weak, what can you do? 3 options. You go down and cover for me. I can chow you like this, because you're weak. If you stand up, I have the health advantage. If you snake, same thing. So you're already dead at that point. So it's always important to what? Not get that shot. Okay, don't get shot there from me. You can't let me get that kill. If you're going to look to the right and left, you got to be strafing. You got to be strafing, being annoying, holding the angle. If you see me, strafe, get the shot. Be a harder target to hit. Right there, it was a little bit too easy for me to kill you. Let's move on to this bit, then we'll do some game awareness. Could you stand here for me, please? This is your starting drill right here, okay? This plant, you're facing me here. We're going to test your aggression here. Ready? You can move a little bit back for me. Move 2 steps back for me. Perfect. So you can stand on this like little wooden little wall. Perfect. All we're going to do is this. How many shots is it with the jackal from there?
4.
Okay. So you're going to hit me twice by just doing like this, like 1, 2. As soon as that second bullet lands, right, I'm going to move into cover. I then want you to kill me. The way you kill me is by pushing me, holding it. Whatever you think I'm going to do, you try and kill me there. My job is to finesse you, play my life, and then get the kill. Now, before we start, do you think you should win this if you have that 50% health advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to test your aggression, see how you're playing. So when you're ready, hit me twice. The second your second bullet goes through, I'm going to move out the way, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, let's stop for a second, because I got my full health back. So, the difference between what you just did and like an iridescent, what do you think the difference is there? Right now, if I gave the same drill to an iridescent, the exact same situation, what do you think they could do differently? So you just tell me from your experience, what do you think, maybe I could have done this differently and that would have got the kill there? What would you say?
I would say I'm kind of chasing you.
Okay.
So that's automatically bad. And then
explain what you mean by that. Why is that bad? Are you saying as in you're going one way and I'm doing the same thing, so we're kind of going in a circle? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, and, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Also, I'm kind of playing this as if I don't have the map, which is not accurate.
No, that's fine.
I do
that's
have
fine.
the map, so I need to use it.
That's fine. If you don't have the map, it's fine because, you know, but it's not about those. I wouldn't say the map's the biggest issue there because of how small the space was. I think your first point was a lot more accurate. For me, it's the pressure you're putting on. It just wasn't enough pressure. Like, I shouldn't be able to finesse around and buy time and finesse around. Even, yeah, the map was definitely helpful for me, right? But I shouldn't be able to finesse around. So let me show you what you could do instead. So you were 100% right. What you were doing is this. You were kind of going left. You were kind of going left and you were a bit slow to it, right? But what you could do is this. Could you stand there for me?
I also dived.
Yeah.
When I dove, it kind of took a little
slowed you
time
down
off.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's 100%. There's good to understand what's not to do. So I think you're right. Diving there maybe slows it down a little bit. For me, let me show you from my perspective how I would do it, and we'll try again. Okay. So when you're ready, I'm gonna shoot you twice. Try to avoid me. Try to kill me off the second shot. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Even if you slid there, I kill you. Why? Because I went left. I'm gonna show you when you come back here. But did you see the timing there? How long was that gunfight? 2 seconds? Not even that?
Yeah, pretty quick.
Okay, so this is for me. If I was training an iridescent there, I would expect the same timing that I just had. If I was training a bronze, I expect maybe 15, 20 seconds. So do you see the timing between an iridescent and a bronze? It's just that timing. The more you can reduce that timing, the better you become at putting pressure on. So let me explain my thought process here. I shot you twice. Okay? The first thing you did when you shot me twice, what way did I go? What way did you go? My left or my right? And when you were standing there?
Right. Oh, when you're right.
Okay, so yeah. Did I mess you up there with the yeah?
Yeah.
So when you were standing in this spot here, the first thing you did is shoot, and then you went this way, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, think about it. Just think about it logically. Right now, if I shoot you, would you not like go into cover first? Would your first instinct be, if you get shot right now, would your first thing not to be get into cover? Like logically.
That makes more. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I think about it. This is why it's really important. You're always preparing for the highest probability. Okay. Right now, if you could you go on the other side for me? So you shoot me twice. You can shoot me twice. Okay. If I was to jump out like this, you're gonna kill me anyways. No preparation needed. Straight through, just reaction, right? Because I'm one shot.
Yeah.
But if I went this way, I'm into cover. That's why I shot you and then went right, because it's the most obvious thing to do. So sometimes it's about doing the obvious thing. But do you see the difference? I didn't give you any warning. I let you play it yourself. The way your brain spoke to you there was kind of like, oh, let's go left there. It's probably easier to do. But you weren't thinking about what would my opponent do. And I want you to start thinking about your opponent and what they're likely to do. I knew you would go here because it's the logical thing to do. And sometimes people, most of the time, people do the logical thing. And you just got to predict it, anticipate it. Let's try that again. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, perfect. Then the
I
next
wasn't
thing,
thinking about it like that.
yeah, always from now on, after this session, I want you to play the game and think logically, okay? Think about, okay, what could I do? Well, this guy has two options. For example, shoot me 3 times. Okay, if I'm one shot like this and I go on the floor, like your thought process right now should be, okay, the highest probability right now is that Arv stays on the floor. If Arv somehow goes up and does that, it's a low chance, but I need to be prepared for that. So what you do here is you slide at me and start killing me straight away. That's your first thing you should do there. What some people do is they wait here and they wait in case I re-challenge. But that's such a low chance of happening that you're losing 9 out of 10 gunfights. With my method, you're winning 10 out of 10 because even if I reach out there, you get the kill. So let's try this again when you're ready. So that was layer 1. Layer 1 is this first thought process. Layer 2 is I know that you're like, what did you do wrong here? You did this. You dolphin dived out. But the issue is, even if you slid out, you're out so much here. Oh, you're one shot here, bro. So you're standing here one shot, allowing me to get the kill. Where I'm playing close to cover, I'm being annoying, I'm letting you go round, and I'm using the movement to get my timing, get my health back. I'm not trying to have a gunfight with you. I'm trying to get my health back. Difference, okay?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because think about it. Why am I trying to chow you when I'm one shot? I'm not. I'm trying to get my health back. Wait, get my health back, then camera you. Just trying to get the health back, make it even.
Yeah,
When
that
you're
makes
ready?
sense.
Let's go again, my friend. When you're ready, hit me twice. Let's go.
All right.
More pressure, more pressure, more pressure. Way more pressure, way more pressure. Come on, one shot, way more pressure. I cameraed you. Way more there. It was better.
Yeah.
Wait, honestly, the first time compared to that, it wasn't even the same player. It's like you gave your controller to your older brother. That was a lot better. A lot better there, okay? What do you think from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, other than like I did a little chasing, it did feel better.
Okay, good. That's very good. For me, honestly, it looked a lot better. It looked a lot better. You actually were putting more pressure on me. I actually felt like, oh shit, I have to move a little bit. Like it felt a bit more, a bit more pressure on me. Where the other time I was literally walking around, easy to kill. Then remember what it says, bro. Remember what we said. We have to apply pressure and then, execute. So once you found me, you got me weak, you got to slide out, get your gun ready. Do you know what happened there? I just slid past you. But even then, you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready for that mixy gunfight. Now, who does a mixy gunfight favor? In this situation, who does a mixy gunfight favor? Me or you in that situation?
You, because you have less health.
Okay, so I personally think a mixy gunfight could favor you because what a mixy gunfight means is like we're both going to hit shots on each other, right? We're both going to have a mix. It's not really a clear-cut gunfight for either of us. So it's like a 50-50. But for me, by the time I hit you 4 times, you should have already hit me twice in a mixy gunfight. So I can see your logic there where I personally think it favors you because I only have 50% health. Like for the gunfight to favor me, I think it has to be like I have to take my time, go around, have the health advantage, just be annoying. For this gunfight, I feel like if it's mixy, you're able to win that. Unless I'm behind you like I camera you, but let's try again. And then we'll do some game awareness. We'll finish this drill and then do some game awareness. Same thing.
All right.
So that was better. Way better. You took your time then. You could see now how slowing it down can sometimes help you. That was the first time you didn't just run around and oh, you kind of did slide there. I was just a bit too slow there. Okay, let's try it one more time. I'm going to see a bit faster there. But right there, you see how easy that was for you? That's how I wanted it the first time. That was perfect, okay? Now that was a bit slow there and you were able to capitalize and get the kill. Let's go for it again. Okay, now let's see what you can do. Okay, again, better. So I was making it mixy, and what did you do there? You kept on making wider angles. You go through, you saw me, and you took a nice little dive there, okay? That was a lot better. Happy with that?
Yeah, the dive was luck, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes the way you played, though, you allowed yourself to have that luck. Because, yeah, I would agree the sliding was better there, but because you outplayed me in terms of your, positioning, you got away with that, which is fine. So let's move on now. Let's move on to some game awareness stuff. So, in this situation, right now, we're P4. So when you're playing, are you more of a just generally when you're playing a hardpoint, okay? There's a couple of roles. We're going to go through them. The first role is holding spawns, okay? The next role is holding the hill. So you've got holding spawns, holding hill. The next role is cutting lanes. Those are the 3 most important things in the game. What do you think the job of the 4th player is? If I just said to you right there, that's your situation. You've got one person holding spawns, so we can come through together. One person's holding spawns. One person's holding hill. One person cutting lanes. And you're in control of the 4th person. You have an airpiece telling them what to do. What would you say?
If he's splitting lanes, he's on point. Maybe the 4th guy is like playing kind of back just a little bit, just in case the person who's holding spawns gets picked off.
Okay, so this is the most important concept. If you can get this concept right, I think it'll elevate your game massively, okay? That was a trick question. The reason why it was a trick question, that 4th player is adapting depending on the situation. So what you said is a third of the answer. Now, what I mean by that is that 4th player is your reinforcement. He can help you with the spawns if you need help. He should help you with the hill if you need help. He should help you cut lanes if you have total map control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the reason I say that is because when I'm in lower lobbies coaching people, let's say I'm coaching people from around the gold level, okay? This is the most common trait I've had. When I'm coaching people in gold, they naturally gravitate towards the hill because it seems like a safe space. It seems like, oh, you need the hill to get the win. So what people do is you have one person on the hill, you have one, go in that bathroom corner for me. One person there, and then maybe one person there, and one person at the back. The issue with this is no one's cutting lanes. So we don't know right now. You're sitting in the bathroom, right? You've given them so much map control that they could get into this kill. I kill your teammate and I do that. The first time you get a gunfight is here, and then you spawn out. You need to put more layers of defense on. So let's go through P4 because it's a really good example, okay? Show me your setup right now. You have an ideal setup. First of all, let's go through the spawns. Show me the 2 main spawns for P4, please. Okay. So around back here. That's your main spawn. Now, do you want to be spawning here or?
Yeah, I mean, if you're on P4, yeah, you want to spawn
perfect.
here.
Yep, no, you're right. I'm just checking. Okay, so this is your spawn you want to get. Okay, where's the other spawn? So where does the other team spawn? If you're spawning back here, where does the other team spawn?
Oh, the other team?
Yeah.
The other team
there's 2
is
spawns,
spawning...
right? So there's one spawn for your team and one spawn for the other team. So show me where it is. I'll come with you.
The other team would spawn over here, outside.
Okay, perfect.
Like grill area.
Perfect. Now, I have a question for you. It's a little bit more advanced, but this is the level I think we can get you to, and I think you probably know this. Have you ever been in a situation where you're spawning around here, and you find that your opponents are spawning on your left by piano?
Yeah, parallel.
Okay, perfect. So why do you think we get parallel spawns? Are you aware of what happens, or?
I believe it's because there's... Like, say there's an enemy over here and a teammate over here, and they're not like, they're not giving each other pressure.
Okay, so
they're just blocking.
Perfect. So what you just said is perfect. That's the first level of layers. So the reason why, just for everyone at home as well, is like you said here, when you're spawning here. So let's say you're starting right here. You're blocking this spawn. The way it works is when you block a spawn, all you're doing is saying to the game, okay, Avi's team spawning here. Don't let Arv's team spawn here. So you're blocking it, right? But if I'm sitting here, and you're on the left there, we're fighting, I'm telling the game, I'm blocking this spawn. Don't let Avi's team spawn here. So both of our teams are technically blocking spawns. No one's going to spawn here. So that's why your team gets parallel and my team gets parallel. Now, this is the most important thing. The second you kill me and I'm dead, my team spawn out, your team spawn here. So as soon as I die like that, I've no longer blocked the spawns. So every kill that we get, let your team spawn with you. So that's layer number 1, the spawns, okay? So right now, I want you to help me out with a setup right now. You just rotate in, and you just get 1 wave of kills. I'm going to go for each role with you. Where would you like to be for anchoring right now? So you said they're spawning kitchen right now, okay? So show me where give me a setup right now, 4 people, where you would like them. On the slot, on the flow. Let's go.
I've seen some people poke here.
Okay, so the question is, what do you want? What would you like, though?
Okay. I mean, if
you're a manager right now,
here,
give me your perfect setup. You have a manager
here. They could get peeked pretty easily off of the stairs, and they got to do a lot of movement. So over here is like these chairs are basically bulletproof.
Okay, so we're leaving the player
I've
here.
sat back here.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
This is a very good spot. Okay, so your anchor's here because I don't want to spend too much time on like I want to go through like the like where and then like why after. Okay, so one person on the hill behind the bathtub. Okay, cool. So do you have like a trophy you can put down here?
Like the rat.
Do you have like a trophy you can put down? Perfect. So you got one player on the hill, one player playing black spawns. Okay, cool. Let's go through. You got 2 more people here. So let's cover the roles really quickly for everyone at home as well. So what do we have? We have somebody holding spawns. We have somebody holding hill. So now we want someone cutting the lanes. Okay, so where would you like your cutting lanes player?
I mean, I would say here, but it's like it's kind of open. So
Good.
they
So
can
now we're
play
getting your brain
kitchen
to
as
think a
well.
bit. We're getting your brain to think about.
They don't push
think a
too.
Okay.
If they don't push too far up, they could play kitchen and like
What
maybe
is the
if
role?
they're spawning like
What is the role
over
of
there,
this cutting lanes player? What is your role?
to be annoying and to pick off people that are trying to push the spawn.
Who
Or
does
at
it the
least
best
put
in the game?
bullets on them.
What pro does it the best in the game?
What pro is the
Yeah,
best?
what CDO pro does cutting lanes the best in the game, would you say? Or do you not really watch CDO?
I mean, I see a lot of Shotsy.
Okay, Shotzi is a perfect example. In my opinion, Hydra is the best in the game at cutting lanes. Shotzi is one of my favorite pros of all time. Hydra is the best. Now, what Hydra does, the reason why, is he guarantees a kill or 2. He guarantees a 2P. So when you're cutting lanes, there's 3 things you need to do. 1 is you need to get that first kill. Now, why is that so important?
Because that if you guys are set up back there, and we have spawns, then it gives them less people to actually push the spawn, so it like lowers their chances of breaking.
It's always harder to break a hill than hold a hill, okay? Now, let's say you're sitting here. Sit here for me, right here. Perfect, sit there. If you're the first player cutting lanes, you have 1 person in the hill, you have 1 person holding spawns. Where's your 4th player right now? Where would you like your 4th player? Remember, you have another player, right? So you're saying you want to cut lanes from here. Where's your 4th player?
If he's in the kitchen, then the 4th player, he could
so
be
this is your
over here
setup.
because
Show me.
there's people that come away there. So if he's like holding this down, and then he could always like keep the spawns if the guy in the back gets picked off.
Yeah,
because he'll have this like height advantage to pick these guys. And then
so show me exactly where he is, please. This 4th guy, like roughly. Where is he operating roughly?
I would say like somewhere around here.
Okay, let's stop for 1 second. So right now, show me. Okay, so I'm coming through catwalk. So do you see me through catwalk?
Yeah.
Okay, what about now?
No.
Okay, so this is why do you see how important these little gaps are in setups? So when I gave you this quick little quiz, right, it was to get your brain thinking. Now, the reason why I do this is because when you're playing solo queue, or let's say you're playing with Hyper, whoever you're playing with, right, you should start to visualize what your setup should look like and the setup you have, where the gaps could be. So your setup, the reason why it could have immediately not worked, let me show you just from 1 play. Stand here for me. Okay, you're standing there, you're watching this cross. You're watching this cross. All I have to do is cut through this middle, go here, and then do you know what I do? What am I doing right now? I'm blocking the spawns. Okay, I go through. Could you go on the hill for me? When you're in the hill, what are you watching? You're watching your side door. You're kind of like being annoying. You're standing there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't even see me. So right there, look at this. I'm right here. I get a kill. Or let's say you don't see me. I go through. What do? I kill your spawner.
Still, yeah.
You see how just that 1 gap. That's it. So I'm gonna go through my setup and explain my thought process. Okay. So in terms of the back, this is what I wanted you to kind of go with. It depends on 1, where the map pressure is coming from and where your teammates are. If you get a fresh 4 down and you're in a good spot, I don't mind this teammate here playing around here. The guy at the back could play around here. And do you know why? Because think about it. When you're standing back here, could you stand here for me? This is the most important thing about map pressure. This really all comes down to map pressure. Tell me when you can see me.
Now.
Okay, so think about the spot I'm standing in. You can only see me. You can't see me right now. You can only see me when I'm over here. Okay, so what you're doing is you're playing as a 2nd layer. You're playing as a back layer. What I want you to start doing is having more map pressure. Could you stand here for me? Tell me when you can see me.
Oh, I see. So I can see
Tell me
you
when
from
you can
the
see
kitchen
me?
pretty much.
Okay,
yeah,
so you can. Okay, now think about it. Right now, could you just shoot me twice and then back away? Okay, am I gonna push you right now?
No.
I'm here for what? 5 more seconds? I'm scared of you. I'm going to be a bit cautious. I'm going to go through and I'm going to kind of play my life here. So you're keeping me trapped in the kitchen. That is perfect. That is perfect. Now, could you come here for me? the player that you're playing with, when you're playing the spawns, right? You need to be annoying. If you're playing back here, think about it. You're playing back here. You can kind of watch this area. You're leaving the whole of the front open. There's more pressure on your team. But now, let me show you what I would have done. You know your player that was playing kitchen? Instead of playing kitchen, if you come here, I would have done this, for example. I'd have somebody sitting here. Sit in this corner for me, please. So now you've got someone in this corner. Think about this now. This is what crossfire is so important. Do you remember where you were just playing at the back? If they were standing...
I see.
Because now if I'm standing here, I don't have to just worry about you. I have to worry about the right because he can see me as well. So if I'm sliding across like this and I'm trying to shoot you, could you go back to the spawn spot for me for a second, please? Sorry, I know it's a little bit long. I just want to show you both perspectives. So imagine your teammates there where you just sat. Imagine your teammates there, okay? And I'm shooting him. What could you do right now? Could you shift to the left for me? Just slide to that left box there.
Oh, this one right?
Yep. So right now I'm shooting your teammate. I'm shooting your teammate. So I come through. I'm shooting your teammate. Exactly. I'm dead. So I can't cross there. Then you could back away. You could back away and you're having more pressure. And then you have a teammate as well if you want. Come up here for me. And this is what I mean by just the amount of pressure. Right now you're sitting here. You're watching this cut like this, okay? Right now, stand there. Show me when you can see me.
See you.
Okay. If I have two people here, first of all, I'm going to slide across and we have an easier break. We kill you because it's easier, right? Think about the pressure. Now stand here for me. Just stand right here. Just shoulder this. Be annoying. Just shoulder this catwalk area. Okay? Tell me when you can see me.
Right now.
Look how much further back I am. You can see me from here. I can't just push that catwalk now. You're being annoying. Now, what are we to do is this. Are we to shoulder this and then dolphin dive back to your side? Okay, so try that again. So I see you. Okay, I'm going to go for a shot. Okay, now, I don't know if you're going to push me. I don't know if you're going to back off, hold the angle, or be annoying. Can you switch with me? So I'm playing your spot. Right now, I'm playing your spot. I want you to try and get through and try to get to the right to anchor spawns. Get through there. I want you to get through my right and try to block spawns for my team, for your team, okay? When you're ready. I'm playing in your spot.
Oh. Sorry, I had a head start there. No, I had a head start.
Oh, no, it's okay. Go for it.
All right. I'm ready.
Go for it. So I'm holding this spot. I'm holding this spot. I'm holding this spot. I can't even see you. You've gone through, okay? Now, go back to the spot for me. So you've already gone through, so I've missed an angle. So go through. And again, it just comes down to when your first gunfight is. I'm trying to get so much information. Now try and go back. Now see if you can cross without, like, just see what happens if you can try and cross when you're ready.
Like, just cross over here?
Well, just like...
do the same thing.
Yeah. Obviously, if you see me, you can have a fight. Like, just see if you can get through. Like, let's just stop for a second. Like, even that mixy gunfight and stuff, like, when you fully crossing through, like, there was so much more chaos in that gunfight for you that you had so many more variables to think about. Now, imagine this. As you're going through, where's my teammate? Where's my teammate? Remember we went through. He's here. So he sees you crossing. So it's all about crossfires. You have to set up so many crossfires. Too many people, when they're playing, they don't set up enough crossfires. If I'm sitting here and you're going through catwalk, this is the last thing we can kind of end it on if you come up here for me. Do you see why the pressure is important? Imagine you have a teammate here. Your teammate holding spawns is sitting here, right? Like you kind of wanted, which isn't a bad spot, by the way. We'll go through that in a second. Come back here for me. Your teammate holding a power position is sitting here like this. Okay? And your other teammate's in the hill. Your poor teammate cutting lanes, if you come with me now, like he's sitting here cutting lanes. Who's helping him?
No one.
There's no help from him, right? So he's going to get pushed. So right now, this is what happens. This gets really important. Can you go back to that spot for me? Okay, so we kill your teammate, right? So we go through. As soon as we kill you now, because you're by yourself, right? You're 4v3. We kill you. We then push in. We're now 4 versus 1 on your teammate in the hill. We then get him. And then your teammate at the back hasn't done anything because we've all pushed through the front. Why have we pushed through the front? Because, I mean, why are we going through kitchen, bro? We just killed you here. So we're going through the left. We end up breaking the hill. And then people say, oh, but I'm holding spawns. That's the issue. It's not about what you're holding. It's about how much pressure on the map you're putting. Did you see what we went through right there in terms of the crossfire? How annoying you are. How much more pressure. There's no way the enemy team is going to be coordinated enough to go through, because I have to now face you. While I'm shooting you, I have to be worried about my right. If I somehow get closer and closer and closer, your teammate up top can peek the left, and it's just so many more variables to deal with. There's so many more variables to deal with.
if I'm not mistaken, if you're right here, then you're blocking them from spawning over here, so they're only gonna spawn back there, right?
So I actually don't know if this. I don't know if this blocks piano. I wouldn't assume it does, but it could do for sure. I don't know if it blocks the back spot here, to be honest with you. But if it does, even better. If it does, that's even better because you're getting in the trap. So yeah, that could even work out more perfectly. I never even thought of that. So again, it's good to have that extra layer. But for me, this is such a good spot. And what you're trying to do, which is great thinking, by the way, what you just said. But what you're trying to do is get them in a choke point. For example, here. If you can get them here, if you can get the whole team standing here, you can get multiple people shooting them. And they're just in a chalk spot. So that's how you play it more efficiently, okay? It's about more map control. If you feel like your teammates have no map control, you push up, get some kills, and be annoying. And yeah, I mean, that was
sounds
a mixture of, yeah, you like it?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fell off.
What do you think? Is that happy with that? That was just one hill, but the concept is the same and everything. Like right there, I wasn't really testing you on the hill exact setup because people have different setups. It was your thought process behind it. So next time we have a session, we can go through a different map and we can go through some thought process there as well, okay? Because a lot of the spots are interchangeable. So if you're standing here, then I want my teammate at the back holding the kitchen side because then there's more pressure. You see?
Yeah.
Another thing is like here, for example, if my teammate's there right there on my left and I'm standing back here, I don't mind my teammate sitting top catwalk and I just have to hold my left. If there's pressure and you get a wave down, then you can sit back here for sure. It's just your starting spot. I like pushing up a little bit more so I have more map control. I can shoulder this, shoulder this, shoulder this. Even if I see him and I back away, that's better than nothing because at least I know where he is and I can kind of like get ready for it. It just puts more map pressure on them. That's all it really does.
Yeah, and if someone jumps down from there, you really can't see this guy who's right here until he pokes out.
Well, so again, I think it's risky though. I think it's risky standing here if you don't have catwalk. So remember what I said is it depends on what you have. So if you have someone catwalk like I was doing, like if you come up here, if I have somebody being annoying here, like sliding left, dolphin diving right, just being annoying, then I know there's no way they could have snuck through. So it depends what your teammates are. It's layers to the map. For me, if you have somebody up here, you have somebody up here, you have somebody in the hill, you have somebody playing the right here, you just have so many layers to the map because if I'm getting shot, if I'm standing here, I'm getting shot, and I'm one shot. All I have to do is wait. The teammate up top, he can help me. And it's just so many layers to the map. There's so many layers. And about making sure as a team, you're progressing together. That's all it really comes down to. When you're playing solo queue, people are very scared and they're very passive. They'll sit at the back here. They'll sit at the very back. But there's no map control. So the whole enemy team are coming through catwalk and then you die. So that's another thing. Like, it's just about making sure you're obtaining map control, having layers, pushing them back and being annoying. And yeah, that's
yeah, I mean, when I play solo right here, I normally get pushed from up here or the point gets broken pretty easily, but I mean, I understand what you're saying completely.
Yeah, I think that's another reason. The reason you're getting pushed so quickly is because there's no map control, right? So their first kill is exactly what happens. Like as soon as they get that first kill, they're already in your spawn. You want to get that first kill up the map a bit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. We'll end that one there. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Twitch, obviously live and stream as well. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.